In this video, we're going to look at how to set up menus inside WordPress. Right now we see a site that I've already set up inside WordPress, and I'm just using the default settings for the menu. And the way that works is whenever I add a page to the menu, or I'm sorry, whenever I add a page to the site, it simply adds that page across the menu area here. Let's say I want to change this up a bit, and I want to I have a history page, and I want the history page to go under About. And I don't want to show this sample page. So let's look how we can tweak the menu inside WordPress to make that happen. Okay, so this is the dashboard, and the section I'm in is under Appearance, and I've clicked on Menus. And by default, this is what we'll see when we first come into menus. It's just using the default menu, which simply means it adds a page to the menu whenever we add a page. So for example, if I go look at my pages here before I get into this, here's all the pages. And if you recall what we saw here on the site, all those pages are simply listed across here. But let's say we want to explore this a bit and tweak it up, and we want to actually put some drop-down options. We're going to place a page underneath some of these other pages. And we can do that through tweaking our menus. Go back to Appearance, and we'll click on Menus. We're going to create our own menu. So up here in the main menu name, I'm going to type in, we'll call it the main menu, and click on Create. Okay, so it gave me an error here because I had actually set this menu up before for another training. So I'm going to call this for this demo, we're going to call it our menu. So it has set up our menu. But nothing is in it yet. So the way we add items to our menu are from these options here to the left of this area. We can add custom links, we can add pages, and we can add categories to our menu. And I have used actually all of these. Sometimes I want to bury certain categories underneath. Say I have a blog, and a lot of them are tutorials on Dreamweaver. And so I have a button on my site that says tutorials, and then under that is tutorials I might have several buttons. One has to do Dreamweaver, one with WordPress, and one something else. Well, to bring in all those tutorials with Dreamweaver, I have a category set up for Dreamweaver, and that's how I place all those tutorials underneath the Dreamweaver option. But we're keeping it simple in this example, so we're going to only set up a menu to control how our pages are showing up within our menu. So we have a section here for pages, and I want to add the About page, the Contact page, and we'll do a top page for Photo Gallery for our menu. And as soon as I clicked on Add to Menu, they show up right here. I'm going to add a home button because I like to put a home button in the menu as well. So I'm going to do a custom link to do that. So to go to the home, this is actually a subdomain, and we'll call it home. Now this URL will simply go to the home page or the home address. I'm going to label it home and click Add to Menu, and it puts it there. Now, one of the really nice things about this visual aspect of the menu is I can simply click and drag to move these around. So I don't want home to be the last item, I want it to be the first item. I want contact to be the last item, and we'll do it that way. So you have a home, let's put About before Photo Gallery, contact, do it that way. So I'm going to click on Save Menu. Now, important thing to do here is when you set up a menu, the primary menu, you need to set that to the menu you just created. Click Save. So our primary menu is called our menu. There's our menu. Let's go back to our site, do a refresh. And now we see those pages show up in the gallery. Let's do one more step, and that is to bring the history page underneath About. So I'm going to click on this history in our pages, little section there, click Add to Menu. And it's by default going to put it on the top level. I'm going to simply click. And then if I drag it underneath and it indents it inside that's going to be a sub item under that menu. Click Save Menu. Do refresh. over on our tab with the site. Now when we click over About, there's our history page. So that's how you can do menus inside WordPress.